Hi, this is Mark Graban. This is episode 342 of Lean Blog Audio. This is a post that I published on September 27th, 2023, titled The Power of Small Acts, How 60 Cents Became Something Priceless. So I'm supposed to be away on vacation right now, but unfortunately, 3 days into a trip with family and friends, it was cut short when my mother-in-law fell in the airport outside of Milan, Italy, falling and breaking both left forearm bones. So visiting a public hospital outside of Milan was not part of the plan for the trip, of course. The hospital's emergency room provided some initial care. They took an x-ray. They confirmed that the breaks, while not a compound fracture, were pretty bad, with both bones being displaced. This would require surgery. Now, there are apparently a few differences in the care and pain management standards. They set her arm. They put a cast on it without providing any pain reliever, none at all of any kind. I wasn't happy to hear that. My mother-in-law didn't enjoy that experience, but I'm told that in Europe, opioids are reserved for use in hospice and other extremely severe situations. So with that, it was clear that the trip could not continue for three of us, and wasn't going to continue with a cast on my mother-in-law's arm, which might have been possible had it been a less severe fracture as we had originally hoped. So the choices that Sunday afternoon were, one, for her to have surgery in Italy on Tuesday with release from the hospital on Thursday and a flight home on Friday, or two, fly back to the US on Tuesday and see a surgeon for a consult on Wednesday. Now, neither option was ideal, and this post isn't about the pros and cons of that decision. We flew home on Tuesday. The long day of international travel was sometimes comfortable and at other times excruciating for her. However, she got into a surgery consult and is scheduled for and had outpatient surgery on Friday. And she's doing a lot better thanks to that surgery. On a side note, I don't think there's going to be a bill for the medical care and treatment. It was a public hospital. As I told my wife and mother-in-law, the billing department is closed on Sunday, so we'll see about that. I don't know what the cost of surgery and hospitalization would have been there in Italy. Cost or price was not part of the decision-making process, though. So not having to pay, we think, not having to pay for the medical treatment, that's not the kindness I'm referring to in the title of this post, and that care would certainly cost more than 60 cents euro. There were many, many acts of kindness that we witnessed and experienced along the way here, including an Italian who stopped to call for help when the fall had just occurred in the airport, the first responders, and those providing the care at the hospital. Now, while my wife more directly helped her mother navigate her care, my job was to sit in the waiting room, working on possible travel rebookings and cancellations and guarding our bags. I was dragging a lot from the jet lag. I hadn't slept well the night before. So I was craving an espresso from one of the vending machines in the emergency department waiting area. I thought that would provide some momentary relief from the stress and the worry about my mother-in-law's condition. The machine had a credit card tap-to-pay device, a very kind of modern kind. I tried credit cards and my iPhone. Neither worked. I was starting to put a €5 note into the machine, or I was trying, just when frustration threatened to take over. A hospital staff member came up from behind, approached me, and in really good English said, "The bills never work, only coins." In a hurry, he quickly bought his coffee, but then turned to me with a warm smile, asking, what did I want? I extended that €5 note and asked if he could provide change. I was a little surprised. He declined. He said, "Oh, no, I'll buy it for you. It's okay." As I thanked him, he was already rushing off to get to work. It was a small act of kindness, just 60 cents in value, but it's a gesture that's going to remain etched in my memory, I think, for a lifetime. Although I couldn't pinpoint, his exact role or job, what I saw later of his involvement in my mother-in-law's discharge process suggested he might have been a nurse, but to me, it was really he was an embodiment of compassion in a foreign land. He's pictured in the blog post, kind of from behind, talking to my wife and trying to be careful of people's privacy with photos. But this guy provided a vivid reminder that most people they're kind and they're caring. They go out of their way to help others when given the chance, or in his chance, he seized an opportunity to do so. So this guy, and to the others who helped, thank you very much. Or if you forgive my attempt at Italian here, grazie mille. Well, thank you. Grazie for listening. If you'd like to read the blog post, there's a couple of pictures in there. You can go to leanblog.org/audio342.